Yeah. Sarah, I
right.
just sent you a text that said disregard LOLs. Like,
I saw when you were sending the text, it was hilarious. I was like, hey, I'm right.
She's like, I'm right here. I'm here. Hello, everyone. We are back. We're live.
Hello.
I thought Sarah was late. She wasn't. She was like right there, and we just talked
right
about
there. It was right there.
It's right there.
So the way that the studio's set up, sometimes I can't see everything that's set for the stage. So you were like below some photos. My bad.
You know what? I'm below photos.
Wow.
Good to know. Wow.
But you know, if you came in earlier,
you know what? And the shade does not end.
I'm just saying. I was late for me today. I was late for me because it was a struggle this morning. You know, for y'all it's 12 o'clock. For me, it is 9 a.m. So like,
yeah.
Today was a day. Like I was like,
it's a day. Fair.
I'm gonna get there when I get there. But
fair.
Yeah.
Fair. So it's all right.
Yeah. I don't know what y'all want to jump into first today because we have like several topics, and we're gonna have somebody join us in about 30 minutes. A secret guest.
Ooh, secret. So it's not a jazz flautist, is what you're telling me.
Oh no, I don't have.
Okay.
Where is our experimental jazz flautist? Because I kind of like that element to the show.
I did too.
The jazz flautist, I promise you, will make a triumphant return.
Thank God.
Soon.
Thank God.
You have my word.
Oh, okay.
We need it. Seriously, somebody has to come in and add something. You know, I don't know. It was a nice element. I was a big fan.
When we're narrating like the crazy stuff that people say, like it was perfect. So I missed that. All right. Okay, let's see. I saw the Ari Lennox thing talking about the Martin show. So let's hop into that real quick. So she basically said, what he said about Pam was just really effed up. Like the way that Martin Lawrence on the Martin show was constantly dissing Pam, and Pam, Tashina Arnold, is a beautiful Black woman. She's always been gorgeous.
She is.
Like
so good looking.
Attractive.
And like respectfully. But
respectfully, she's always the hot one, and she had the best style on the show too. Like on there, like Pam really had it going on.
Calling her scary, calling her a beast, calling her all these things, and let's just let's just dive in. I know we should have. Right. I really feel like we need to dive into colorism in the Black community because it's a problem.
Yes, we do. We absolutely, us three light-skinned people sitting here about to discuss it.
You beat me too. We need the same way I tried to call a white guy last week. We need where's Wesley?
We need to phone a friend.
We need somebody. Well, I'm gonna call I don't know. I'm gonna call my Uncle Frankie or something. I'm gonna call my brother in here. I'm gonna call my brother.
Where's Alec Weck? I feel like Alec Weck is on the Mount Rushmore.
A beautiful dark-skinned people who need to talk.
Like stunningly gorgeous.
She really changed the whole game with modeling. Gorgeous.
Yeah, but let's just be honest. Like the way that beauty standards have been forever, they've always tried to make it seem like if you look dark, if you're dark and you have very African, phenotype features, typical features, then somehow that's ugly. Like just think about Whoopi Goldberg, who was absolutely stunning,
so beautiful,
and so throughout
beautiful. I'm very on public record as saying that Whoopi Goldberg
am I, and like from 15 years ago, I was like, young Whoopi was gorgeous. Yeah,
Whoopi Goldberg is gorgeous, stunning. Agreed. And for the entire decade of the 80s, they tried to make her the butt of the jokes. This is not like this whole thing, like with Martin, it's not unusual. They've tried to make dark-skinned women the butt of the jokes, the ugly one. And it's so pervasive in the Black community. Like I think about when I was growing up, to insult somebody, all you had to do was call them Black.
Absolutely.
Toast,
roach. Compare them to animals. It's like it's a whole process of dehumanization. That's like it's next level. Yeah.
And like even in Black families, there's colorism. I know this. Yes. I noticed it as a child. My grandmother was a colorist. I love my grandmother. She was a very fair-skinned, blue-eyed Black woman, and she treated me well and all her light-skinned grandbabies really well. But the dark-skinned brown, the brown grandbabies did not get the same treatment. And I noticed that. They were called, disrespectful or bad or whatever. There was always this label placed on them. And I was like, they didn't do, it was very confusing for somebody as young as me. I'm like, but they didn't do anything different.
Kai, I'm really glad that you mentioned that fact, not to interrupt, but I'm glad that you mentioned that, because a lot of the times it is more subtle than what people give it credit for. So colorism as an institution, we know what it is as far as institutions. Like, it is a proven fact. I just want to get that out of the way, because a lot of times people deny it. They say it's an ugly person's problem, or because Naomi Campbell doesn't experience dating biases, then it's not real. But colorism as a concept, I just wanted to add the framework that it is an institutional problem. And what happens is, darker skinned people get worse prison sentences. They're less likely to be considered for job candidates or other opportunities in education. It's a strong anti-blackness, and it goes across cultures. It's not just our culture as Black people. Unfortunately, it runs the gamut across all POC. Even Italians and Greeks are considered, the darker white people, so they get attributed to more animalistic tendencies and dehumanized in that way. South Asian populations, Roma, everybody.
America all the time.
And in India,
it's everywhere. In the Latin community, there's 50 different ways, to describe someone's skin tone or color. It's the habal, trigueña, mestizo, criollo. It's so many different, there's so many different things. But I like that you mentioned your grandmother, because that's how pervasive it is. It's very, very, it's actually extremely subtle. It's not in direct terms all the time to somebody just saying, oh, Black, ugly. It's not as simple as that. It's a disparate treatment. And that's why I'm not going to fall for the gaslighting about people calling Ari Lennox overly sensitive about her, saying that, yes, it stuck with her to watch a Black man insult a Black woman with dehumanizing terms. And to be fair, yes, Martin insulted everybody on the show. But of course, we have to consider the optics. And I think we do have to look at problematic media for what it is. You can still say, oh, well, I really enjoyed the show at the time, but acknowledge that it's extremely problematic, and it did a lot of damage to young, brown skinned and dark skinned women and girls. That's just what it is. Why do we have to argue about that?
I literally had a conversation with a couple of friends of mine. This was maybe 3 months ago. And we had a whole conversation about how it was a whole thing that Tommy didn't have a job. And it was why are we having a Black man on TV where the punchline is
you ain't got no job.
You don't work, right? And we were all what the fuck? So I feel like Miss Lennox is I can't sit here and say, oh, she's just being too sensitive. But I think what's happening is people who are saying she's too sensitive are actually too sensitive about their childhoods or their formative years.
They're so nostalgic.
I gave up Cosby. I'm not giving up Martin. Shanae was fine. There was nothing problematic with the character of Shanae and how represented Black women at all. Shanae was fine.
It's horrible. I'm like, guys, can we just be reasonable for a second? It's calling somebody a donkey or something like that, or constantly talking about a Black woman's kitchen, talking beads and buckshots in the back of her head. Come on, be serious. Be serious, y'all.
But colorism the thing is, I think that what people have to realize is that it's okay to grow and change. And it's okay to it's like no one's gonna arrest you if you see a clip of Martin and you have a warm memory inside because you sat and watched it with your mom or what have you. There's nothing you can do about that. But you can also acknowledge hey, we shouldn't be doing that right now because we've learned. There's so many things in my personal life that I don't that I did 25 years ago that I would never do today. And that's what we should be doing. We should be moving in a better direction, not
And I think like I know we're 3 light-skinned Black people talking about this, but I want to point out that we need to police our community. And I get so sick and tired of Black people denying that colorism is an issue, like
or that it goes both ways. Oh my god!
Oh my god! I was bullied by Black people because I'm light-skinned.
You weren't.
I just want to like scream at them because the denial that darker skinned Black people are treated worse than us. It's true. It's freaking true. It's freaking true. And then for people who look like me to be like, oh my God, I was bullied and I was because my hair and because of my skin.
Shut up.
They were so mean. They were so
this is
mean.
Gonna be so mean. I'm gonna say something mean, but there's like a common like tragic mulatto trope that I hear a lot, and I know we're not supposed to use that word anymore. I'm sorry, guys. There's a common tragic biracial trope that I hear from like a lot of biracial people in our community who say something like, you know, I wasn't white enough for the white kids, I wasn't Black enough for the Black kids, and it's like.
And
I don't know what part of that they don't understand, but like I'm just gonna say this is an evident truth, and everybody knows, especially you are other Black people. You're going to be able to say this is true. Policing each other's Blackness and taking each other's Black cards and roasting each other for doing non-Black things is like an essential. It's an integral experience of being Black, whether you are as dark as Wesley Snipes or as light as the white woman. The light-skinned woman he was with in Jungle Fever. Whether no matter what you are, like policing each other's Blackness is just something that we do. So I think a lot of the times when lighter skinned or particularly like mixed race people who tend to have struggles with identities in America, especially if they have a non-Black mother. But I think what happens a lot of the times is they don't realize that they, like you are being accepted if your Blackness is being policed. The problem is you want to be pedestalized in the community, and I think a lot of light-skinned people in general do. They want to be pedestalized more than anything else.
They're so used to that treatment, being treated slightly better. And I'll give you a example. I don't even like talking about her. But Amanda Seales is one of those mixed Black people who...
She's not mixed.
Oh, whatever she is.
Okay, I was going to say, right? Wait, hold on.
One of those skin Black people that likes to, claim her Blackness all day, but she does look down on Black people. Like, she really does. Like, she thinks that Black people are more dumb than her every day. And she's very
I'm just gonna say I don't know as much about, like I don't know what she says. She
wants to be placed on a pedestal. She wants to be put up here above the Blackness. Like
so with Amanda Seales, I've found a lot of the times, like I don't know, she's a polarizing figure. I see to a lot of people. I like her politics to an extent. I just don't think she has a likable personality, and I don't mind that so much.
She's very problematic for multiple reasons. Like,
really? Yeah, I haven't listened to her podcast in like 5 years.
I had my own exchange with her a few years back, and I was like,
Kai, you be getting into it with people. Story time. What happened? Well, you know what? Can we take it on camera?
Like this is the thing. This is a completely different topic, but she's one of those. To me, she's one of those light-skinned people. Because when you're a light-skinned person, you see certain things. Like I know when I'm around, like people think, a lot of times they mistake me for being biracial. I'm not biracial, and like they think that I want to be treated differently, and I don't. Like I'm just like whatever, I see
just a regular Black person.
And the thing is, I don't I don't date men who only date light-skinned women. Like I can tell, like I can see. That issue.
You can't. We're gonna have to. You know what? We gotta hold on. Let me touch base right there though, because that's another issue that we come with a lot of the time. A friend of mine on social media mentioned that, like, and she is a light-skinned woman herself. But she mentioned that a lot of the times, like, people will talk about colorism, light-skinned women in particular will talk about colorism online and then go date colorists afterwards, and she's absolutely right. I see it all the time. Like, and you have to like the truth is you can, but the truth is it's about 50-50 and you never really know.
You gotta say, hey,
you gotta suss it out.
What's going on?
You gotta suss it out. No, seriously, you gotta suss it out. You have to see what the exes look like, and you also have to see what they tolerate and what they say.
God. Like, Sarah, I feel like you're in my head sometimes because I was gonna say you got to see what the exes.
Oh, I'm inside of you, Chris. Oh, sorry.
That's the joke.
There it is. No, because what I was gonna say is it reminds me of what back when I used to date white women. No offense, white women. I'm out of the white woman game.
Get out of there.
You know, but when I
went in, I didn't like it.
Something that I would seriously do when I would match with someone on a dating site or what have you is I'd go through their pictures and I'd see how many black guys did she date, because it's like, am I a fetish? Like, is this just kind of your thing, or are you actually going to engage with me as a human being, like on my own, like who I am,
and also see my blackness and my humanity simultaneously?
But right. But it's like,
let's be honest, that fetish thing goes both ways, because there's a lot of
100%.
A lot of black women that only date a certain color man, or like that fetish thing. The fetish thing freaks me out. Like I don't want to be your fetish. Like if you have,
I don't want to be your first or even your. I don't know. I don't want to be. I don't want to be.
If you're like, I like light skinned women, I'm like, nope, not for me, not for me.
I've been in like predominantly male online spaces, and I've seen guys where I feel like they overcorrect in the sense that it's like a pro-black space, a pro-black, like black men who appreciate black women, but then it's like, oh, like I don't even date this shade anymore, and it's like, hey, that like now
it's so weird,
now
so
it's getting weird, like.
Ew. This just gets so gross so quick. Like that's the problem.
Like that's what I'm saying.
That's really the problem. Y'all, you gotta forgive me, y'all. I gotta go get some a clip because I'm sweating over here. I don't know if I'm having perimenopause or what's going on.
She's like, I gotta get the hair up.
I gotta get it up. I gotta get it off me.
Has to happen.
I totally understand. You think I wear this headband for no reason?
No, I know why you listen.
That's a LeBron James sweatband. Like that's
right.
That's tactical. It's
my hair. I can't have my hair touching my ears. It's a thing.
It's bothering me so. That's another thing too. It's bothering me so much. It's just on my ears.
If my hair is touching my ears, and then when we're doing this, for some reason I'll be cold before we start. But then when we get into it, I start getting very warm, and I'm not sure if it's because of the light, because I don't even feel like the light I'm using.
Let me tell you something.
Okay, there we
go. Even though I might not, there's no perimenopause or anything in my body. Even though I can't relate to that, what I can tell you is I just posted something about this I think yesterday. It's like I'm just a hot motherfucker. Like
no, men are just like that though. Y'all are like sweat boxes.
A lot of heat. That's why office buildings are made like
freezing.
They're freezing.
It is objectively freezing in my place right now because I have all the air. It's like a blizzard in here, and I am this close to having beads of sweat fall off my balding head. I am this close.
I can't. I mean, I keep it hanky. When I used to work in corporate America, I used to have like a sweater, an extra sweater,
a pashmina. I have slippers on my desk, everything.
Freezing every day. It's so cold. But men, like they talk about women having hot flashes or whatever, but y'all be so like.
I was gonna say now, like I'm
constantly hot.
I can't sit here and say, like, "Oh, y'all women be." No. My son watched me pass out when we went on vacation to Miami because I got the vapors in a fucking pizza restaurant because it was too hot. It was they had the ovens going. They didn't have any air conditioning. Miami was already 105 degrees just walking outside, and I swooned like a Southern belle.
Not swooning.
I did ask.
Did you? Oh, Dr. Claire. Oh, no. Where did they come from?
Oh my God.
Where did they come from?
How does a conversation?
No, I mean, listen. When men see someone passed out, Never mind.
You know what?
I mean, I'm just saying, like,
fair. Speaking of terrible men, back to misogynoir, though, where we were going. Right. Yeah, but we see it all the time. Colorism is real. Ari Lennox isn't being hypersensitive. It's a real thing, and it's okay to talk about these things and talk about problematic media.
I need light-skinned people to stop denying that colorism is real and it's a brand. I need y'all to cut it out. It's a real. I just think about
colorism, featureism, texturism. It's all real. It's all real.
It's all real. Like I think about when I was like 19, 20 years old, going to the nightclubs and getting in for free and being pulled out of line. Literally, it like there's all these isms, and colorism is one of it. It, you know, like it's all a thing. Like it's all a thing. Like
it is.
Like, and people are like, no, it's not real. I mean, even having height, like being tall, is a privilege. Like people don't want to talk about that, but it's a privilege. Yeah, if you're tall, you're treated better. People think you're smarter. They think you're more. You know, you deserve more.
We're all responsible, right, guys? We're all tall. All of us, every single one of us, right? I mean, look,
okay.
You're above average, right? You're above average male height.
I am. I'm not like a manlet. But like,
he's a true 5'10", y'all.
That's what I'm saying. Like
it's a real one. It's not like man 5'10", which is really 5'8". Like he's like real 5'10". He's like woman 5'10".
Oh, he's taller. You're taller than me, Chris. You're taller than me. See?
Yeah. There you go.
Now, if I put on heels, not so much, but you're taller than me.
It's a horse race at that point.
Right. And if I put on heels, both of you will look like you should get on my back.
Right.
Look like I should put you on my hip. But yeah, no, it can be. I would say though, with height and like size in general with women, it's like a double-edged sword. Like there's an acceptable middle that you can be at, but if you're at either end of the spectrum, it's actually like really shitty. And I'm saying this as a woman who is 6'1". Like clothes are not made for you.
No,
everything else is like as far as like cars and stuff, we're safe. I'm safer in cars because I'm the appropriate size for them. But like you know, any taller than me, it's a problem. And if you're under 5'3", it's a huge problem. I was talking about that, and I was like joking, but I was joking. But it's also like no, like the world is literally not safe. Like kitchen counters even are like a little bit too low because they assume.
Yeah, I used to have a friend who was 4'11", and she would climb. Like I went to her house one day.
Horrible.
And she was like literally climbing on the countertops to get into.
It's horrible. Like it's too much.
Like a child. And I'm like, I can't even like. I remember just like for her, she had like a cushion in her car to sit on, and then to get to, and the seat was like literally this far from the steering wheel.
Because things aren't made for them. Like, and it's actually, you know, they don't even test like the crash test dummies. They don't even see what the effect would be on someone who's like 5'3" and 145 pounds. Just like the average American woman.
Crazy.
Right. Yeah. It's like 5'8" to 6 feet.
Yeah, I learned something first of all, but like
they just
okay. Sara just gave me a Wikipedia rabbit hole that I'm going to go down.
Kai's about to give you another one. Go ahead.
I know exactly what you're going to say. Started doing medical studies on women, like within the last 5 years. Yep. They had never been doing any of the medical research, any of the medical science, any of the tests or medications or anything on women.
Even though it would make more sense to do it on us because of the hormonal change, to see how it would graph over like a 1 month period of time and month over month, it makes more sense.
I legitimately didn't know anything about this, and I'm being
Are you serious?
I swear on my life.
It's medical sexism because they don't like factoring in the variation of our hormone change. They only test on men, and then they're like, "Oh, it's cool for the dudes, so it should be cool for like."
What I think is interesting about this, and just give me like this would have been the perfect time for some jazz flute, but there's no jazz flute.
God, I missed the jazz flute.
No, I'm gonna make sure. No, next week. But listen, no. What makes me sad is I think that you guys could understand that my algorithm is pretty leftist, right? Like the things that come across my feed are. I'm not going to sit here and say that like we align on every single issue, but for the most part, the things that you guys talk about are the things that I am interested in and looking at all that. the fact that I haven't seen it at all is almost telling in like almost a conspiracy theory type way, where I'm like,
no, you get it now.
I have, like when I tell you guys, I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Yeah,
like
so
I've never seen it. So even if you guys are posting about it, those posts are probably being suppressed and not being shown to me.
I've been posting about it for like 5 years, man. Like, like that's the crazy thing.
Well,
we both have.
And I'm telling you, I haven't seen shit.
That's crazy.
Well, I mean, that's why white people don't know how racist the world is, because they get to live in a bubble. So being male, you also get to live in a bubble where you're not exposed to things that affect us, because they're like, you don't need to know that. That's not affecting you.
You need to know that.
You don't need to
They
know
don't want to show you like the actual injustice. Like it really is like a lot. It really is a lot. It's always something. I feel like there's always like a new little danger that pops up. Like, it's like constantly being in an obstacle course when you're like a woman or Black or sitting at any other intersection of marginalization. You're like, can't do that. Can't do that.
The thing about it is what makes me sad about it is, and I know that I'm not alone in this thought. If I knew, like, I would do something. I would share posts to raise awareness. There are things that I would be actively doing if it was even on my radar. But I work 9,000 jobs, and it's hard to have everything on my radar. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I miss stuff, but like I saw so much stuff about Hulk Hogan this week, and I'm like,
this week still?
I'm like, I would have loved to not see like.
Although I don't even know who that guy was that went viral for like being racist and
Joey Swole.
Joey Swole.
I don't even know who that. I'm mad that he came across my timeline, because I'm like,
he's no one.
I don't even know who this person
is. He goes to gyms and like says like, hey, why are these bitches filming themselves?
I don't know who he was. And he came across my timeline, and they have been like just roasting the hell out of him. And apparently,
honestly, listen, I just want to talk about Joey Swole real quick.
He apologized. I don't know who this is, but I'm mad that I know he apologized. Like,
it's annoying, but I do want to touch on Joey Swole real quick, because I had a moment of glory. You know, like I said, on my tombstone, I want y'all to say, and she was right. Like, that's what I wanted to say on there. She was right. The beloved wife, mother, daughter, sister, friend, and she was right. That's what I want. Because a couple of months ago, a matter of fact, 7 weeks ago, and I know this because the person I explained this to had to come back and apologize to me because they defended this person. A friend of mine, a friend of my husband's online, Greg, mentioned because I was talking about how gym content is part of the misogyny slop content, particularly gym content that's constantly harassing women or saying, well, look, he didn't even want, like, this woman overreacted. He was just telling her that her shoe was untied and she thought he was looking at her butt and stuff like that. Like, it's all misogyny slop. The truth is, like, as a woman who, frequently used to go to the gym, I'm telling you, men are horrible.
You got a baby.
Oh no, I have a gym in my garage now. I don't leave my house now.
Hey, that was.
I don't leave my house now.
Respect it. I respect the flex. Okay,
I'm not. But yeah, no, I don't go to the gym anymore. But as somebody who used to, men are horrible in the gym, and they will look for any reason to interrupt you. You could be in the middle of the set, and they're like walking behind you, walking directly in front of you, like on the mat, constantly harassing you about when you're going to be done with something. When I'm done, asshole. When I'm done. But they're doing that all to get your attention. Like, I've had men in the middle of me, like, doing toe touches, like, come up on the same bar and try to do pull-ups behind me. Like, men are horrible like that in the gym, because it's a constant entitlement, and they think everything a woman does to exist in public is for their consumption.
Oh my god!
Wait. There is a man that lives on the same floor as I do in the building that I live in, right? That got kicked out permanently of the Planet Fitness that I go to down the street from me because he was doing this shit to women. His name is Richard, so whatever. Like, I'll
Richard the harasser.
Yeah, Richard. I don't know his last name, but his name is Richard, and he smokes a bunch of cigarettes. So I don't give a fuck about that guy. Fuck that guy. But like he really he was kicked out of the gym because he was fucking with women. Like that's how pervasive it is. It's not like I'm not gonna sit here and say that anecdotal stories are the end all be all, because I hate people that do that, where it's like, well, I know a guy that this happened one time. Yeah, but like but sometimes it does show a pattern, and it does. I'm like, well, like if you ask me, hey, do you know anybody that's been kicked out of a gym because they harassed a woman? I'd be like, yeah, I do.
It's Richard. He smokes a lot of cigarettes.
I mean, the thing is, like, for me, I think about like my existence as a woman and just like going outside and just the amount.
It's horrible.
Like,
just
existing, and or just even online, just existing online, and the entitlement that men feel to invade my space and to tell me something that they feel that I should know, or to like just bother me in general. It's like, why do you feel entitled to talk? Like, what made, like, you saw me here and you were like, I can talk to her. Why do you feel this way?
Why? You shouldn't feel that way.
And it just feel that way. I just want to know. I just wish, like, they should do like a movie like Freaky Friday where women get to switch places with men for just a moment, just so we can just like invade male spaces.
Listen, I want to finger myself so bad, so like, let's do it.
You want to what?
I'm just, if I had, I want
to. Never mind.
Like, I'm just.
Don't let them repeat it.
No, I mean, not my butt, because we got
a special guest coming up.
Pause.
Beep, Richie. What do they say in the movie? Beep, Richie.
Yeah, we're gonna stop you. I need my bell.
Like, if y'all had penises, y'all.
No, please.
No.
Stop. All right,
we got a special guest coming in.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, and he can hear you. Chris, pull it together. All right, I'm about to bring up to the stage, everyone. This is Robert Littell from Black Sports Online.
Hey!
Hey, Robert, how you doing?
Hi, Robert.
Wait, is he frozen? No, don't be frozen, please. No, please.
It's a great picture to be frozen on. Look,
like broad shoulders,
like a magazine cover.
Smile, like, hey man, I'm a man, and that's all y'all need to know.
That's all you need to know. I am a man.
Are you stuck?
Oh no, Robert?
Ah, come on.
We want to bring Robert in to talk about the whole Gilbert Arenas thing. All right, Robert. Let's see.
Wait, what is Gilbert?
He says he'll be right back.
Are you not up to date on the Gilbert Arenas situation?
You know what it is?
Robert's gonna get us up there.
It's
while Robert gets it together.
A bunch of jobs. I just been busy. Like, I haven't been as online. So I've missed a lot.
All right. Well, let me show you what happened.
We need first of all, we need a screenshot of Robert's frozen face.
Yeah, put that back.
We have to get a screen. I'll get it myself when this is done, if anything. Because
Robert was ready.
It was such a perfect, like, he's just like,
it was.
Hey.
It was like, come on down. Robert looked fantastic. Bring him back.
He really did, though.
He looked really fantastic in that screenshot.
All right, so
it was like the perfect. Because I feel like if I was coming on a stream, like it would freeze it, like
right when you got on. He was moving the whole time until I brought him to the stage. But he'll be back. All right, so I don't know.
I'd be like this, like
every time.
All right, y'all. I got a story about this, by the way. The reason why I wanted to talk about it.
Okay. I'm ready.
I want to talk about
Keep talking. I'm sorry.
You're cooking again. Go ahead.
I'm always cooking. This is my time to cook. I'm
just
sorry.
So you know,
I'm listening. I live in my apartment's not that big. I can hear everything that's going on. Right. Go ahead.
All right. Gilbert Arenas got arrested in connection with an illegal high stakes poker games that were being held in one of his homes in, I think, Los Angeles. So he wasn't technically a part of the game, but the card games were happening in a house that he owned. And he's saying that he just rented the house out to these people who were having these poker games. And they were like, super criminals. Like they're like high up in the crime scenes and stuff. It's really big. And these games allegedly got raided in 2022 or something like that. So it's been around for a while, and he was arrested in connection. They're saying that he knew about the games and he was getting paid from the games, and he was involved. And so that's why he was arrested for these games. All right.
I don't know.
So I got
about this one. Yeah, tell us.
Okay. The reason why this like really like resonated with me is because I have been to one of these high stakes poker games, illegal poker.
I know it. You're Lord.
I wasn't playing,
You're the craziest Lord.
I know I'm yelling from the kitchen, but is this one of those things where we might have all done this? Because
no, I have not been in a high stakes poker game before.
No, in fact, I didn't know I was going to a high stakes poker game. This is when I was living in Atlanta, and I want to point out that I went to one of these games with a former NBA player. I would not name names. I would just say it happened in Atlanta when I was living there. And so this is my story. And let me see. He hasn't come back yet. All right. So this guy invited me out. He was like, hey, come hang out with me. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. He said, meet me at a certain store's parking lot. Now, I immediately thought this was really weird.
Yeah. That's strange.
But I'm an adventurous kind of person.
Okay.
Sarah, I just texted you for context. It's not for public consumption, but just anyway, go ahead. Kai, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I drive to the parking lot. Anyway. And he's like, text me when you get there. And I texted when I got there, and he said somebody will come meet you at the parking lot. I'm still intrigued because like what is happening? She went off.
No, I'm here.
Yeah. Hey, sometimes the screen gotta go black. I thought maybe like a titty needed to come out. Like, I'm just
anyway.
You're the one that earlier in this stream was like, I gotta get up. I'll be right back.
Listen, they're long. What am I gonna say?
Like, what can she do?
Anyway. So maybe I wasn't. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry. I feel like
we're interrupting. I'm sitting in a parking lot at a store. I'm not making this up. It's literally a store. I'm sitting in the parking lot. A guy walks up to my car and asks, "Are you Kai?" I'm like, "Yes." He's like, "Okay, you can come with me." I'm like, "Okay." I'm still intrigued. Bro, like this is crazy, bro. Right?
I don't know.
And I'm like, I gotta see where this goes. All right, Robert's back. All right,
I'm back. Hey. I think you guys was talking so much it just blew the power out of my house. I sit in the dark. Like, what happened?
Okay,
sorry.
Everybody, welcome Robert Little. We're going through Gilbert Arenas, and I'm telling my story of how I've been to one of these high stakes poker games. So I'm in the middle of this story. I've actually been to one of these. That's why I had to talk about this. So I just finished telling them I was asked out or got asked to hang out by a former NBA player. He told me to go to a parking lot. He said, text me when you get there. I'm not making it. I'm intrigued. Like, I'm like, what the freak is going on? So a guy comes up to my car. Is like, "Are you Kai?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay, come with me." I'm like, I gotta go. I gotta see where this is going. Like at this point, I'm all in. So he walks me out of the parking lot to an apartment complex to a gate. At the gate, dude, walkie-talkie somebody. I'm not making this up, y'all. This is not.
I believe you. I'm just scared.
Wait. I 100% believe you.
Somebody from inside the apartment complex comes and opens the gate that he walkied. I'm like, still all in. I'm intrigued, right? Like, I'm like, he's like,
you're a brave woman.
So at this point, I'm like, well, I'm in. So I walk into the apartment complex with the next person. They walk me to an apartment. They open the door. Mind you, the door had insulation at least 2 feet thick on the back of it. I'm like, what is this? As soon as I walk in, a woman says, "Hi, how are you?" She's like, "Would you like something to eat? Would you like something to drink?" I'm like, "No." I see the guy that I was coming to meet at the poker table, the most money most cash I've ever seen in my life, in the middle of that poker table. I was like, you know what I could do with this money if I had this much money. I won't say who was there with some interesting characters. So when I saw this article,
you will when we get off this call, but go ahead.
When I saw this article, I knew that he was absolutely involved, that these games are very real.
Yeah, no, I believe in the games.
It's a very thing. A lot of NBA players and ex-NBA players do high stakes poker. It's a thing, and it's super secure. Like they had walkies, they had security, they had guns. It's a whole thing. So they he got caught, and I feel for him, but like it's real. Like y'all, it's real. And I my mind was blown. I was like, okay, so I'm at a high stakes poker game.
Hold on, wait. I was gonna say, and I won't. I've been to one. Sarah just saw what I texted her. Right now, I'm gonna be very careful in what I'm saying. But at a certain point, there was an NBA player who had a good reason to want to impress me, so I could put in a good word for a woman that he was trying to woo. That's thank you. Right? So he's like, hey, like let's do this shit. And everything you described, it's like that's exactly what the fuck it was. Like when I heard you talking about it, I'm like, yeah, she saw this. Like I don't even.
Now I'm upset because why have I not been invited to a high stakes poker game? I dated some really interesting characters who should be at high stakes poker games. Why wasn't I good enough to get to the high stakes poker? It's probably because I'm pathologically in fear of like losing money, so I don't like gamble at all. People are like, "You want to go to Vegas?" I'm like, "Hell no! I want my money in my pocket."
But Sarah, I want to be clear, Sarah. The name that you saw, that's not even like a big dude, like, but still, like but what I'm saying is like, if that guy was involved in this, you better believe that, like,
I have something for you with that same name that's going to blow your mind. I have a connection with that same name.
Robert's like, what the fuck's happening?
Anyway, Robert, please what's your take on this?
NBA player, high stakes poker game. Can't hear you. What's going on with your mic?
Oh no!
No!
We can't. Wait. Yeah.
Nope, can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
You're off mute. Nope. We lost you again. We're going to need to get your equipment up, man. What's going on?
What's going on?
I do this every day. I don't know what happened.
I'm here.
There we are.
Okay. No, it's very odd. Just keep it like that.
Anyway, here's what happened. Here's the problem, I should say. Everything that, of course, you're saying is true. And it's not just poker. It's all type of card games and dominoes. These guys are degenerate gamblers. You see what happened with the guys, the Malik Beasleys and the Jonte Porters, and what's happening with the Morris brother. And these guys are degenerate gamblers. The interesting thing about Gilbert Arenas that's a little bit different is the reason his name has got thrown in here, because they don't care about Gilbert. They care about this Israeli mafia mob that the feds have been watching for years. So they've been watching this mob, and all of a sudden they're like, wait a minute, these mob figures that we've been watching in our country why are they at Gilbert Arenas' house? What are they doing at Gilbert Arenas' mansion?
Of all people.
So to my understanding, they sent somebody in, to see what was going on with the games. What they didn't know what was going on. They didn't know if Gilbert was housing terrorists or nuclear weapons or whatever. They just wanted to know what was going on. Why these?
I'm surprised our government's even going after
it's like, why
Israeli mafia figures. I thought we were friends.
Right? Why these people who are on this list? Why are they at Gilbert Arenas' house? And so then they find out it's just the poker game and what's going on. And I promise you, if this was just NBA players, it would just be a story like you guys are telling. The feds wouldn't care at all. But now they thinking, well, Gilbert must know something, because these guys are talking. They're talking at the table. They're giving plans of what does Gilbert know about these figures that we want to, take down? And that's why they arrested him. Not so much because they think, they want to put him in jail. They want to know what he knows. And he seems very willing to speak on it. I hope it doesn't put his life in jeopardy or anything. But anytime you see an athlete connected to the mob or the mafia or gangsters or whatever, it's all for show. But it's also like maybe they can give us some information that we wouldn't have because they've been established with these people for so long.
I just, and not to go like the, he was planning to buy NBC route, but I've heard about high stakes poker games going on with particularly like Leonardo DiCaprio and Tobey Maguire and all of those guys for years and years and years, who have had some questionable figures and some really like weird stuff going on and extremely like high amounts of money being exchanged. And it's just interesting to me that this is they're gonna bust up Gilbert Arenas, but if you did it, you did it. It is what it is. But you're gonna bust up Gilbert Arenas poker game when they have theirs going on down the street.
I knew when I was in the room I wasn't safe, even though it was like very secure. I was like, this is some gangster stuff right here. Like I remember
this is too much for me.
I was like, when I get out of here. Like uncomfortable. Like
you're talking about not feeling safe, right?
Yeah.
When I was in a very similar situation, right? I legitimately felt like I was in a movie or something. It felt unreal. So like I could only imagine being so much shorter than I am because I'm 5 feet. Because I'm so big. I'm such a big man. No, but like, no.
So, okay.
And like that.
But what I'm saying is, like in that moment, I could legitimately understand why you'd be like what the fuck?
I'm scared.
It's like, what is even happening? Like,
instructions to get there. Like I said, I was intrigued.
That's too much.
It was the instructions, first of all. Like, meet me at this parking lot. I'm like, oh, okay. And then somebody greeting me at the car, the walkie-talkies. Like, it was all of the stuff that led up to me being in the room. And then the amount of money on the table, the amount of money on the table, I literally felt sick. Like,
see,
I
would not have been able to get in because, like, if somebody taps on my window at a gas station, I'm just like... Yes, like I can't. I'm instantly. I'm pulling the mouse control out. I can't do it.
Then people always ask, how do these guys have $40 million, $50 million, and then they go broke, or they end up with bad?
You can go broke.
There we go.
How this is?
Yeah. You can easily go broke at that game like that. The amount of money I just kind of I want to guess it was over $200,000 just sitting on the table.
I literally sat next to a sixth-man bench player, like in the early 2000s, just throwing millions of dollars around for nothing and losing, and like not even like not. It's not like he was dominating. No, like he was losing money, and I'm like, what is even going on?
I always wonder why so many of them are so addicted to gambling.
I guess I'll try and put in a good word, but you want me to tell her that you're losing?
At a poker game? You suck at poker too?
I know that they play dominoes. I've been to the domino, not the high stakes domino game. I've never been to that, but I've seen them play dominoes. Like it's such a
I haven't seen, yeah.
Yeah, it's such a I guess the competition on the court kind of still. I don't understand the connection between sports and the money. Is it just because you have the money and you can gamble? Like, what is this thing?
I don't know. With the rise of sports betting now in general, like there's so many different apps. Like almost every, I'm not even joking, like almost every man I know is like, I gotta check out my parlay. Like every single week. It's kind of horrifying. And I think in particular, like a lot of the streamers, rappers, they're all kind of getting in on it as well and promoting it, especially to like younger men right now. So I don't know. It's a deep thing. Like I don't know what to do about it. I don't know if it's. I don't think it's particularly healthy.
I remember when Patrick Ewing, he was like, we make a lot of money, we spend a lot of money. It's fair. It's kind of it's like you said, it's kind of unfathomable to get a check, and the check you know, if you're making $55 million a year and you're getting paid every 2 weeks and you're getting a check every 2 weeks, that's almost $1 million. You know, even after the taxes and everything. It's just, you can literally buy and do anything that you want. And that's what they end up doing. And but they also think that they're going to play forever. And what happens is that like the next contract can come, the next contract to come. And then one day, the next contract doesn't come. And the $40 million you already don't spent $35 million just screwing around. Now you're like, okay, I got $5 million, but I got 3 houses and 8 cars and 3 side chicks and a wife and all of this stuff, and it adds up.
And 17 kids.
Right. All the kids. You know,
shout out to Nick Cannon.
We just saw that with Trevor Ariza. He's like, I haven't played in 4 or 5 years, but the mother of my kids, they want $40,000 a month from me, but I don't make any money. So it's just going off of his pension and retirement and stuff. So their kids, when they come into, you know this, their kids when they come into the league. There are a lot of black kids, 19, 20, 21 years old, no financial literacy. All the agents and the hangers, all they want is their cut and everything. You don't have enough people telling these kids, hey, listen, all you have to do is put in a high interest savings account, you never have to work again. Even if you're in the league for 4 years or 3 years. Nobody ever tells them that. What they do tell them is you got to get the new Maserati. Oh, you got to get the next AP. You got to get, your house has to have, it's only you don't have no kids, no wife, but you need a house with 20 rooms and 30 bathrooms. But they don't tell you that, but the electricity is going to be $5,000 a month. The lawn is,
the property taxes are more than an average house.
And you don't know what's coming in. And then one day you look at your accounts and you're like, they take the taxes. And, like, wait a minute, I should have more money than this. We need more financial literacy is what I'm saying, especially for young people.
Yeah, for sure.
And when first of all, I couldn't agree with you more in regards to needing more financial literacy. But the way that I want to describe it is the difference between functional physical strength and like show strength, right? So like you might be able to have like muscles and look like flex like Arnold Schwarzenegger,
like bodybuilders versus powerlifters type thing.
Right. It's like in terms of financial literacy, we need to have more functional strength rather than like because a lot of like the showy kind of stuff, it doesn't really do anything.
You're talking about like Black Excellence brunch boots and stuff like that versus actually like planning well and
what I'm saying.
I do. No. I agree with that. I think there does need to be a deeper level of financial literacy, and I think it just has to be a different prioritization of lifestyle. Like showing your money is not going to help anybody. Like, and I'm not saying. Listen, I want everybody to understand. I'm saying this as like a hood adjacent person, like a brown liquor sipping. I would like to own a grill kind of person.
This is why I stopped talking, because I know you're about. I know you're about to say. Go ahead.
Yeah, like so. I get it. But like, I think people are being groomed toward consumerism and a much showier lifestyle than what would ever be healthy. Like, I don't think we were ever meant to see how the Kardashians live and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think people were ever meant to see it. I think that's what bugs these kids out when they get out of high school and they're going like straight into the league and stuff like that, or they're getting out of college and they're, they have these the NIL deals or whatever, or is it whatever? They're getting these deals and they're touching so much money so young. I think it's like it's just too much for them because and we can see it because it's too much for us as fully functioning adults with prefrontal cortexes. We're still being groomed toward consumerism, just seeing it on TV. They're seeing it in real life. That has to be overwhelming to a 19-year-old kid. Like who's never had anything of their own.
Especially
so I don't know.
In the era of social media, where everything you got to post everything, you got to show what you have. The consumerism is just like, look at me, look at all these things, look at my house, look at my car, and if you don't have this, you're unhappy. It's like this lie that if you don't have all this stuff, then you're not happy, and it's like that's not true because people can have a whole lot of stuff and a whole lot of money,
they're miserable,
and they're freaking miserable, and it doesn't add to your self-esteem. It just it's not even it's just stuff. Like, and you can lose it tomorrow, which a lot of them do. They end up losing all the stuff that they have and spiral deeper into the depressions. Yeah,
all the time.
The
like
money,
you see it.
Yeah, so many, and I've covered athletes for 20 years. The amount of them that are not happy and have mental health issues and depression are so high. It's so high. You hear from these people, he's just angry, and then you wonder, like, why they always getting in trouble, and they're not happy with their lives. And you're more prone to do stupid things, when you're not happy. And their entire lives, they've been catered to.
Right.
They've been, nobody tells them no. Nobody has a pushback. And if they don't have a strong family structure, what ends up happening is they don't know how to love themselves. They're not self-sufficient. A lot of them don't know how to write sentences. I mean that seriously. Like,
no, I believe
it. Like,
I want to point out somebody who doesn't love themselves that just lost, I think, $23 million. Shannon Sharpe.
Yeah.
Come on, Skip. You gonna do that to me, Skip? Come on,
Skip. Shannon Sharpe has never loved himself or loved being black with his fetish about not, wanting to date black women and his fetish and his self-hatred has cost him 23.
Hey, remember when Monique read him for filth on his own show and told him all of these things before they happened? Hey, remember that? Shout out to Monique. And I don't even fuck with Monique like that all the time, but like,
Cat Williams told him too.
She said everything that was gonna happen before it happened. I'm just saying.
Like the thing with
people want to talk about Cat Williams on Shannon Sharpe. Knock it off. Her episode is just as good.
Well, with Cat, what he said about Jonathan Majors and how you can go from Kang to Conqueror, and 2 weeks later, and I did the press for his Magazine Dreams movie, and I felt so bad for him because I saw he's like excellent in the movie, like Oscar worthy, but you could tell that they wasn't effing with him. Like Hollywood and people was at that, and I'm still trying to wrap my mind around how the white woman can be chasing me down the street, and they got video of this clear 4K, and I'm the one that's guilty. I'm like,
well, he
admitted, he admitted to actually like smacking her across the face.
Right.
Other things. He absolutely hit that lady.
What they were charged for was just that particular action on that night. I'm not saying he's the greatest guy of all time or anything. I'm just saying,
which is why he got the lesser of the charges of holding her wrist, which he also admitted to. So I think that situation played out exactly how it was supposed to. He got exactly what was coming to him for what he did to that lady. So let me say this, right? Because I think it's important that we frame this in a way that is, more realistic to the society in which we live, right? Shannon Sharpe isn't didn't pay $23 million because he's a freak and a white woman chaser and because he's self-hating. He's paying her $23 million because she accused him of rape.
Right.
And
wasn't
she has proof. Yeah, she wasn't the first, and she had proof that this happened. So regardless of how we feel about it, because we also know the trope, like we know it. we know. We see it every day. We see black men chase non-black tail to their own detriment and downfall all the time. But we also have to acknowledge the fact that Shannon Sharpe is a very grown man, a man old enough to be that girl's grandfather, and she withdrew consent and he continued. And we have to acknowledge that framing. We have to acknowledge that reality of the situation, because if she did not have proof for that, they wouldn't have been itching to settle. Well, Kai knows you're the legal mind here.
When I saw the settlement, I was like, well, damn, he did whatever she said he did.
Yeah, whatever she said. It had to be.
I keep seeing people post the filing, like what she accused him of, and I have not read it, but everybody's reaction to it is it's absolutely horrible, and I know that wasn't the first time.
It's horrifying.
When I talk about Shannon Sharpe being self-hating, when we were talking about these being depressed, he's always shown signs of not liking the fact that he's black, and we were talking about colorism earlier. He's always shown signs that he didn't like being a dark-skinned black person. Like, he's always shown those signs. He's always said things and done things to show that he does not like being a black man. And so that self-hatred has trickled out. And instead of taking, then it gets on my nerves with a lot of men, and not y'all. I love y'all. But
I mean, maybe I'm just a guy. Don't you don't get to pull the punches or the bullets. Like, hey, like,
well, not therapy. Like these
I'm
guys,
very flawed. You know this.
Inside. They're empty inside. They're gambling. They're wasting their money. They're going out.
Right.
They're dating women. Instead of doing all these outward things, they are not taking a moment to go get therapy and get help for whatever traumas, whatever, because I imagine that Shannon Sharpe probably got called all sorts of names, black this, black that, growing up, especially since he was dirt poor. He was good in sport, but he was dirt poor.
Shannon Sharpe was still using an outhouse. Right.
Yeah, they had an outhouse. I imagine that he was, the brunt of so many jokes. And I think he has internalized a lot of that. And instead of taking that time,
and you want to like, on top of the colorism discussion that we already had, you want to add to the fact that, like, and I'm not trying to make fun of him, but I'm going to make fun of him. Like, come on, Skip, like the way he speaks.
The way he speaks is his accent.
I would have roasted the fuck out of that kid.
Right. So all of these,
we were like 13
that's terrible.
at the same time. I'm just being honest. I'm just
let's just be honest. We were crueler in the back. We were. Robert, we talk about how, like, when we were growing up, how much crueler people were. That's a comment.
Oh man. Oh, here we go. No, Rob, just chill out, man. Just take a breath. Okay.
So, people get this thing where,
Sarah, chill out.
It wasn't a checking.
Like, men get to this point where they won't seek therapy, like therapy to help them get past their issues so that they don't feel empty inside. So they're not depressed and wasting money on stuff they don't need to waste money on. And, like, those types of things are not happening so that people, so that men become whole people. Instead, when we're seeing an uptick in men committing suicide and doing stuff like that, or killing other people because they're upset, and women,
I just want to say one thing. I am a gigantic proponent of men going through therapy. I think that it's something that more is crazy to say. All men should do, right? It's kind of like having a car and going to get an oil change or going to get your filters replaced or what have you. It's just maintenance. It doesn't mean that you're crazy, and it doesn't mean that you're weak or weird or wrong. The only reason that I'm not talking to my therapist right now is because she died. so
Please don't.
I know it's all thing. When I tell you guys how much my dead therapist helped me, I know it's who I am. It is what it is. But she's dead. She died.
Wait. It was trauma that your therapist died.
I can't even remember. I gotta look at her obituary, but she was an old white lady, and she just died because people died. But like they do.
Actually, this is a good segue into the next topic. And I don't know, Rob, you're welcome. We're going to talk about male plastic surgery, because I think.
Oh my God! I forgot all about this. Yeah,
that's
Nah, come on, stay around, Rob. Talk about it. Look,
because
I need to give me some fake ass. Yeah.
So that's what I need right there.
How much
like
that
a Ninja
cost?
Turtle? Did they try to put like the serratus in too? Like that's crazy work. They tried to put
that on a payment plan.
What is
my theory is that people who get plastic surgery unnecessarily, like, I'm not talking, I want to just be very clear. I think that, if you are in an accident and you need to have plastic surgery to fix something that was harmed during an accident or whatever, or you're sick, I don't count that as elective plastic surgery.
See, that one nipple is still leaning. So, like, what's the point? Like, if you can
fix
all that,
if you are getting plastic,
you see what I'm saying? That one nipple, like that one. That's like the breastfeeding nipple. It looks
off
like
to the side,
right? Like, I'm not crazy.
The calf implant. So there's been an uptick in male plastic surgery. A lot of celebrities are getting out. Who was it? They said Drake got the ab thing. And then the other one, hey Chris, look, you can get taller if you want to.
But I told y'all I was talking. So all right. So let's just get into it. So,
let's get into it.
It was my mother. It was my mother's birthday the other day. All right. Happy birthday.
Hey, happy birthday.
She's 69, and yeah, that's the sex number. And yeah, my mom 65. Is sexier than like everybody you know, because my mom is that bitch. It is. I'm just saying, like,
she's
my
so
mom
fine. Go ahead. Anyway, keep going, Chris.
I came out of her vagina, and she's just like,
all right, let's just keep moving. Let's keep moving, Chris.
We need the bell.
We need the bell.
Okay. All right, no, but so we were so it's her birthday party. We're all celebrating her life and stuff, and we got into the conversation about plastic surgery. And I personally, now listen, I'm not going to yuck anybody's yum. If you want to get plastic surgery, do whatever you want to do. Right. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. But my personal opinion, whether you were a man, a woman, I don't care what gender you would, it doesn't matter. I don't think people should be like cutting up their faces and stuff. And like, I'm kind of anti-plastic surgery.
I'm gonna just tell y'all, the way I feel is, if you feel suddenly the desire to change something about your body, like you're like, oh, I need a tummy tuck or I need bigger breasts, or I don't think that breast reduction. I think that's a medical issue, so I want to point that out. There's certain things,
and I would also throw tummy tuck. Like, I'm not talking about a tummy tuck. Like, I feel like
I'm talking about tummy tuck because I see like the mommy makeovers. Like, it's really getting pushed right now.
Yeah, no,
the women get a mommy makeover, and I'm like,
I see what you're saying.
I had a baby. I went through all the changes. Okay, it's rough.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just be honest. It's a tough thing to go through a pregnancy. Your body changes so rapidly, and you don't get your body back. Like, you just don't. You don't. You get what you get, and that's it. And it is an adjustment mentally. It's a mental adjustment. Like, you gotta adjust to the changes that your body has made. And so, to me, when I see people like, oh, I want to go get I want to get bigger breasts, and I'm like, you don't need bigger breasts. What are you going to get bigger breasts for? What is the point? Like, why do you feel? I want you to just sit and think about, why do I want this? Like, if you're a dude and you're like, hey, I want to go get some calf implants. Why? Why do you want them? Because when you figure out the why, you'll figure out what you need to work on mentally that will make you change your mind. Because it doesn't make sense to me. Like, it's not a necessity. You don't need this. You're just doing it. Something is going on inside, and you're feeling like you need something.
I don't know. See, I don't know. This is the thing. So I don't know. And I'm saying that because like I can't be so absolute about anything. I can't, like, I don't have like a definite stance on this because like one, it's not my body. So I'll be honest with you. I don't really care. Like, if you want to chop off your titties and sew them on your back, that's your business. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a shit about that. I truthfully, you know what I'm saying? Like, and also like when we get into the conversation of like, it's a mental problem, that's sometimes that gives the same argument that people give to like, like trans folks and other folks like doing stuff. That's where I was like,
with no,
that's where I am. Like, I don't want to,
but
I'll also say,
I just want to say, so when I was talking, when I was talking to my mom on her birthday, I brought up we were talking about male surgeries, and the ones that we specifically brought up were the surgery where they break your leg and then
and make you taller.
Yeah, right. And
the height surgery.
And the calf implants, because there's a wrestler. Yes, exactly. Yes, like that's the one. So then the other one was calf implants, because there's a wrestler Buff Bagwell, doesn't matter.
Oh, Marcus Bagwell.
Buff Bagwell, and he got the calf implants.
Look terrible.
Long story short, he just had his leg amputated like the other day.
Yep.
Yeah.
So like and for me, I'm with Sarah in the sense where like, hey, you want to put like a zebra leg on your forehead, I do not care. Like, do whatever makes you happy. But where and again, I'm not going to say I differ, but I'll just I'm not going to speak for Sarah, and maybe she thinks differently. And it's one of those things where I look at it like, I wish everybody was happy with their like who they are and made peace with who they are. I'm 5'10". We just talked about how I'm a real 5'10". There is not a universe where I'm going to go under anesthesia, like I'm going to go I'm going to be knocked out because I want my legs to be longer. Like I'm not going to do something that might kill me to change my body. Like I'm accepting of the body that I was given.
Okay. I agree that people, if you want, I'm not going to stop somebody from getting plastic surgery. I just think
is Robert's mic on? Wait, time out. Because
he's arguing with somebody in the comments. Y'all don't know that, but
okay. Okay, no, that's fine. No, because I just.
But I will say that to me, the dangers of elective plastic surgery are so great. Like the amount of people that those breast implants, you got to get them changed every 10 years. Like there's so much.
It's the same with like veneers on your teeth. Everything, like everything is temporary.
Like you take an oath to do no harm, and I feel like a lot of times these things are harmful to people because one, they already going in it, and I know that this, the people like you shouldn't say something's mentally wrong, but I'm telling you, I know people who have done this, gotten plastic surgery, and they're not better mentally, and they don't, there's self-esteem.
We have like Jocelyn Wildenstein, when we were young, that woman who turned herself into a cat in the face, and the living Barbies. Like I'm not saying there's not, there's not extremes out there, and that somebody should stop them, but I don't know.
I think to me, it's like there has to be something else out there that before you make the decision. This is my thing. Before you make the decision to surgically alter your body for cosmetic reasons, please just take a moment and think, is there something else going on? That's my thing. Like, please, you probably don't need it. You'll probably work.
I would say so as well. Let me also say though that men should be sexier. So
people in the comments.
She said men should be sexier.
Men should be sexier. So get some plastic surgery. Put some makeup on. Look good for daddy, baby. I'm tired of these men walking around looking crazy. And I also don't like when men are let themselves go and stuff like that. Go ahead and get that ab surgery, baby. Bring it back sexy. How dare you not have abs as a man?
Did I get my nipples done?
I'm joking, y'all. Get your nipples done.
Wait. The other one.
I want to say something though. The most important thing I think what Chris said is, you can do whatever you want to do, but you at your core, you have to be happy with yourself.
Yeah, right. Very true.
And I think you can do certain things to make you feel better about yourself. But the one thing I learned, especially about myself, as I went from a younger man I always was trying to, do this, impress this person, wanted these people to like, whatever it may be. It wasn't until, one day I just say, something, I'm just going to be me. And the people that like me for me, that's great. The people that don't like me for me, why am I wasting any energy on them? And I can't tell you the change in my mental health, the change I felt about myself, the happiness that I felt when I got that. Now, if I got ab surgery, right, it wouldn't be because it's just because I would want to look cool, like for myself though. Not for other people.
That's bullshit. I'm sorry. Hold on.
But you gonna show them abs if you get them though.
You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh yeah, I got these breast implants for myself. Okay, well, why are you wearing pasties on the strip? Like, I don't understand what you're talking about. You didn't get them titties for yourself, girl. You got them titties for everybody else. Don't play with me. If you get them abs, you're gonna get them abs. And you know what? And I, like I said, I support it because men should be sexier. I don't know. It's time for y'all to have some shame.
I think I can split the difference here, and I think
split the baby. We splitting the baby.
Yeah, no, but what I think sometimes people do is they do things for themselves that are performative, that will like entice others, but they are not doing it necessarily to entice others. They're doing it for themselves because they know that it will entice others. I know that sounds a little complicated.
Jerk off motion.
You know what? I'm just saying.
They're performing. Everybody's performing, and it's okay that we're all performing for each other. Like, that's the thing. It's okay.
Right. I mean, you're not wrong. Sarah,
okay, wait.
I'm just saying.
Okay, like, I got two men who are older than 40 on here.
He's just gonna put them out there.
Everybody that. Man.
They're older than 40.
You know what? It's fine. It's fine.
And I don't have a picture.
42.
But a very popular
how old are you?
Procedure is hair implants. Hair implants is a very popular male procedure.
Wait.
I
haven't had them. Look. You see how
I'm hanging in there, barely.
He's still freaking a George Jefferson.
It's empty, right? I gotta get a haircut. I have to cut my hair before tomorrow because I'm gonna be in front of people. I gotta have like the nice bald shiny.
Anyway.
The whole hair implant thing is very popular with Black men, and then the place that a lot of people are going for this procedure is Turkey. So I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Like that's where like the flights from Turkey that have these guys.
Really? They can't just like I'm out in Cali. We go around the corner. They just spray paint you on.
Is that a spray paint situation? I thought you were all natural.
No, I'm natural. But one time,
okay,
that's what he says. That's what he says. Let's take him in the heat and see if the
barber. And I went to the barbershop, and it was one of those barbershops where they got everything. It's like and he said, "I got you. This your first time in you moved to California. I got you." And he did all of this stuff, and he sprayed. And I swear, I was blacker than night. Okay. And with that being said, I have to get going. My wife is going on a retreat to the stationery shops, and it's daddy-daughter time.
For
Thank
me.
You.
Yeah. Thank you, Rob, for joining us.
Yeah,
thank you for coming.
Like that,
Yeah, daddy-daughter time. I got the 10-month-old and the 4-year-old. And then I got the 21-year-old.
How is the 21-year-old?
The 21-year-old will be graduating from St. John's next year.
Congratulations!
List recipient every single semester she's been in school.
Go 21.
Major, public relations and communications.
PR and comms. Okay, money. That's the money girl.
That's my baby right there. She's doing good.
So you're gonna bring her into the
congratulations.
The
oh yeah, she's coming. Well, we're gonna help her get started. I had no problem with black nepotism. I'm like LeBron. We're gonna get you set right in.
Yeah, well,
we all on the same page with that. Thank you, Rob.
Anytime you want to hop in and talk about the sports stuff, just hop in. I'll send it to you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Jake Knight, you're wrong.
I don't even know what's going on with that. I can't wait to check that.
So yeah. Anyway, the hair implants, the hair implants.
Wait a second. Don't do this. Wait. No, hold on. They stick needles in their head. They stick needles in their head.
They do. They plug it.
They put needles of hair in their head.
You know what? I'm tired of them just going straight across. You got to fill the sides too. You got to bring the points in too.
Weird. But no,
no, it has looked good. Like the one of the degenerate rappers, Tiger. He hasn't been relevant in like 15 years. But his hair implants look fantastic. Those are some of the best ones I've ever seen.
I think John.
I will say of procedures, it's the best one thus far. Because I've seen men who had them. They weren't like 20 years ago where you knew they had
where it was a definite plug. It looked like a plug.
Yeah, now they got really good.
But again, I think just for me personally, and again, this is just my personal opinion, and I'm consistent in this opinion, whether it's men or women. I personally prefer people aging gracefully and accepting like what their bodies do. Like if I showed up and I had like plugs, I don't think that you guys would shame me or anything
so
like
hard.
that. Mean, but I don't.
You think I wouldn't be mean if you got hair plugs? That's a crazy thing to say.
I would be so
you think I wouldn't be mean?
Have you met us, bro? We would clown you.
Okay, maybe no. Okay, but the thing, but the thing is, I would appreciate I would appreciate you guys being like, nigga, did you get hair plugs today?
What's going on with your head? What are you doing? We gave you this a long time ago. What are you doing? What's going on? Looking on your scalp, like, what the fuck is this?
But I'm just gonna tell you, every single woman that I can think of who is in the public eye, who has opted out of not getting plastic surgery, I'm like, still would. I like all respectfully, like that, that might sound crass, and I'm a crass guy. I'm sorry.
No, I get it.
I'll take the wrinkles over it getting stretched out, and like I don't
know. I think sometimes that shit look good. I like Lindsay Lohan's new facelift. Looks fantastic. It's the best she's looked in years. And I mean, I think she looks incredible.
Freakier Friday kind of looks like a good movie.
Lindsay Lohan looks incredible right now.
I'm going to see Freakier Friday. I'm going to see
it. Go see it.
I like the original from 1976. I watched the remake in what is it, 2000? Yeah. And I'm going to see.
Here's what you're gonna do, and I'll help you do it. You got to write a script, and you got to write a script for you and your daughter to do it.
No, we could. In fact, you know what?
Right?
That would be actually lit. That would actually be so lit. That would be so fun.
So listen, she started a YouTube channel. I posted it last night.
Oh,
she does
what?
Yeah,
okay.
So yeah, if you guys follow me. I posted it last night on everything. So if you didn't see it,
we're gonna follow the kid.
Go follow the kid.
We gotta support the baby.
Right. She was doing her speed paint, because she did art fight. I don't know what art fight is. I just found out about art. She's been talking about it. She says
we're old. It's okay. We're all old together.
Yeah, I mean, is it like a dance battle? Is it like you got served?
It's like a battle.
You got Bob Ross. Like
so, yeah. Yes. Actually, yes.
You got Keith Haring.
Yes. Yeah. It is. It's like there's like people draw characters and then they supposed to redo the characters in their own way.
Crazy.
I love that. That's such a challenge.
Wait.
Yeah, no, it's a whole thing. So
this sounds amazing. Can I just?
It's on my YouTube. It's everywhere. So if you're watching this now, go look at my post. It's the.
We'll go. We'll check out. Looking forward to this. Actually,
art fight's a whole talented. Yeah, she is.
Rap battles, like get
like art battles, art fight, y'all. It's art fight.
Yeah, I'm gonna get in on that. I'm getting in on this. I'm gonna start art fighting. I'm gonna dust these kids. No, I'm joking.
Dust these kids.
In any way you can. All that you gotta flex.
I can draw one thing. I can draw Arnold from Hey Arnold. That's the only thing I can draw.
Football head? Yeah, I can too. I remember Nickelodeon used to have like a little commercial. Do you? Okay.
That's why I know. Because it was like
eyes, fishbowl for eyes, make a C for the nose.
And guess
I remember that so vividly.
This is a moment.
That is why I know how to draw.
This is one of those moments where I feel old.
Sarah, I love you. I love you so much. Like,
don't feel old. Don't feel old.
No,
Nickelodeon.
I love you.
No, Nickelodeon was around for my age.
That's why I know.
Yeah.
But the Hey Arnold, that's a little bit. That is a little younger than me.
You know, one day I want to talk about how good Hey Arnold was as a show. I would like you to watch it. It was actually amazing, guy. I would say you would enjoy it now. You would actually enjoy it now.
Kids I used to babysit when I was 19, they watched Hey Arnold. So I might have seen an episode or two.
It was all about, like, they were going through real shit. They had like an alcoholic mom on there, and Arnold's parents would disappear.
I watched. So when my son was little, we would watch the channel Noggin. So like it was Noggin. There were a few Nickelodeon channels that showed old content. So my son and I actually watched the shit out of Hey Arnold, like when he was little, and it reminded me how well that show legitimately holds up. And like Sarah,
incredibly well.
Like I feel like
incredibly well.
You can watch Kai, you can watch that show right now just on your own.
And you'd be like, has great shows. Like there's one show that came out after I was, like it wasn't made.
Are you about to say As Told by Ginger?
No, I'm going to say there were some Nickelodeon shows that I would watch when I was an older teenager, young adult. Rocko's Modern Life, I used to watch that. I like that.
Yeah, and it's incredible. Still hilarious. Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby.
Was it like Hey Monsters or something like that? Like
Real Monsters.
I watched those. I definitely watched those, and I was older when I watched them. But I was like, "Yo, these are good." Like I was like,
"Yeah, that was Klasky and Lupo." I love that animation style. It's really weird. Like the Rugrats were also that. It looked like kind of dirty.
But I didn't watch Rugrats.
Like it had a gritty feel to it.
It's gritty. Yeah. Oh, that stuff is great.
Yeah, no, I love cartoons. In fact, it's funny because I always watch kids' movies. Like I've always watched kids' movies. So before I became a mom, I would go and watch the kids' movies in the theater. And so it's weird.
It's great.
Because then I became a mom, and then it was like, oh, I got a kid. I can go to the theater and not look like that.
Now I got an excuse. Now I'm not looking like a pervert. Now I'm not looking like I got to keep my hands above my my hands in my pockets.
Do you see how straight and male I am? Like if I go to a cartoon by myself, I look insane.
So but the problem is
I miss my kid being little. Like oh my God, like it was great. I could see all these movies.
So the thing that's happened is that even though my daughter wasn't born when a lot of these movies that I've watched came out, I associate these movies with her. Like like as if we went to see them together when they came out. And it's like, no, she wasn't even born. You definitely went by yourself on that one. Like it's like like it's weird. It's a weird thing.
I know, I'm trying to make her an excuse. Well, listen, that's why I had another baby. It's really just so I had an excuse to see the kids' movies.
Incredibles, like Finding Nemo, those all came out before she was born. And I still associate them with her. But it's like, nah, she wasn't even born. You definitely saw that without her. Like it's just like
so that was you at the house in a Redbox. Getting the DVD from Redbox. That was just you.
That was just you. It had nothing to do with her. Let me tell you, I'm gonna have a moment of vulnerability. I literally cried in the opening scene of Finding Nemo. Like literally cried.
Oh no, but please. Oh, but it was sad. Why was it so sad?
Wait. There is nothing wrong with that.
I was like, why would they kill the mom in the opening scene? I don't like
kill a mother in a Disney movie. That's what I realized. They love killing a mother in a Disney movie. They'll get rid of that so quick.
There is nothing wrong with anything you just said. Okay, wait.
And you know what? Can
we go around in a circle, like in terms of moments of vulnerability? Because I got one, but I'll let Sarah go first. But Kai, you can kind of finish talking about yours, and then we can kind of go
in other movie
in a counterclockwise circle.
I'm a thug. I don't do Disney, all that, but
the other Disney movie I have never watched again. And it wasn't that they killed the mom. It was Up when they killed the old man's wife. She died of cancer. I haven't watched it since.
Get out of here.
I haven't watched it since.
Come on.
I need to see it.
I watched the movie one time.
Come on. I said that is enough for me. That's enough.
I was distraught. I was like, why would they do? She died of cancer, and
she couldn't even. And they didn't even get to have any children. Oh, fuck this movie, man! Fuck that movie. That upset me so bad.
Disney be messing me up, man. They be messing me up. Okay,
I was like, nah, because I'm a thug. I was in there sniffling.
Sarah, are you really being a thug and you ain't got one, or you want to? Because I got mine. Because I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go with mine. But I'm
listen, I feel like I'm gonna be like I don't know. I feel like I have to make one up. Like I'm gonna be like Tom Hanks in that scene in Sleepless in Seattle where he's talking about the Godfather. and he like that. I don't have one. I'm trying to think of a good one. There's like things move me all the time though. That's like I don't know. I read a book. You know what? I have a vulnerable moment every time I read Sula by Toni Morrison. when she attends like Sula's, well, when she goes to Sula's gravesite and looks at it, she goes, "We were girls together." Ugh, I cry every time. We were girls together. I think of every childhood friend, family member I ever had, and us being children together, and the empathy I hold for them in that time. And I'd be like, you know what? We were girls together every time. But other than that, I can't think of like another one. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I have one that I literally cried about yesterday.
Oh Lord.
Not even joking. All right.
Okay. It got so quiet, y'all.
Right? And this would have been the perfect time for a little flute. Oh my God.
Now, see, where is that jazz loudest?
Flute's coming back. Flute's gonna come back. No, the answer is real simple. Toy Story 3. My Lord.
I don't remember what happened.
So when Toy Story 3,
don't do this.
When Toy Story 3 came out, my son was 3 years old. Okay. All right. Now, we're gonna get to the toys accepting death in a minute. Okay.
Absolutely not. But when they all hold hands, fuck out of here, bro.
But I'm gonna fast forward to the end where Andy, who is going to college and he's older at this point, bequeaths his toys
to his sister.
To
it was another little girl at the daycare.
Yeah, it was like some other little girl, right? And I was literally doing that with my son, giving him my toys. So like I was doing what Andy was doing. I like that scene wrecked me. And then I'm gonna try not to cry, but this is just my real life. You guys know that sometimes I watch my ex-wife's daughter. She's 3 years old. She's the same age. She's adorable. She is adorable. She's the same age that Christian was when.
Please
stop.
No.
When we went to go see Toy Story 3.
I'm a thug. Please stop.
So
right. I'm not
don't cry on camera.
I'm watching her. It's me, her, and Christian, and Christian is giving her the toys.
Okay, all right. I'm hanging up.
Right.
Stop.
Enough. You froze.
And he's like, oh, like he's doing what Andy was doing in the where he's like, yeah, like this is my toy, and this is how I enjoyed it, and I just watched him do it and give her that joy.
Oh my
God. Please stop.
Lord have mercy. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, I can't remember if it was Toy Story 3 or Toy Story 4.
Man. Like,
okay, that's enough. That's enough.
You're not that's beautiful. We're not. You're trying to break us, and I'm not breaking. I refuse. But I will say, one of the Toy Stories. I don't know if it was 3 or 4 that messed me up so bad. I've literally blocked the memory of it. Because I cried at the end of one of those. I can't remember which one it was, but I was like, I only watched it once, and I literally blocked out. It might have been Toy Story 3. It might be that one.
No, Toy Story. I saw 4 in the theater, and I was like, this is a good movie, but they should have ended it.
It must be 3. One of them messed up.
Yeah, 3 was the
3
worst.
when they all accepted death and held each other's
God.
hands was crazy.
Look.
And they realized
I can't remember what happened. Because it messed me up so bad that my mind was like,
blocking it out for PTSD from Toy Story. You know what? They got to be stopped. They better not. Don't even come out with the new one. I don't even want to see it.
I don't want to see Toy Story 5 because they're gonna make me like. I don't want to cry.
I was so messed up. I was like,
that's like a lot.
I can't watch anymore. I can't watch them anymore. I'm done. I can't even remember. It probably was 3. I can't remember what 3 was about. Like I haven't watched Toy Story since. Like I don't even remember when it came out. I'm so done with Toy Story. Like I can't watch it. It's too
much. I was like, y'all are making it so emotional. You know what's funny? There's like a constant argument that I have to have with my oldest child about Toy Story. And it's the funniest thing. She gets like irrationally angry about it. I'm trying to figure out where she gets this idea, but she has the idea that because of Toy Story 4, Bo Peep is like some evil she-devil that steals Woody away from his friends. And I was like, are you insane? I was like, did you drink pick-me juice this morning? What are you talking about? Me crazy. I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, what is happening? I was like, what do you mean? I was like, he has agency. He's the leader. He wanted to go off and have it
Right.
Like, what are you talking about? Like they're living their own lives. Oh, that I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that one out.
Like 4 like literally says the opposite of what she's saying, though, right? Like, I don't know.
Both people, no, she's saying that because of because Bo Peep comes back into the picture and Woody chooses to leave and the rest of the toys stay with I forgot the girl's name. But the rest of the toys stay with her. And I was like, what are you talking about? She was like, yeah, she forced them to. I was like, we're going to have a talk about how you view male characters in their agency. I was like, everything's a lesson when you're a parent. But I was looking at it like, what the fuck?
Of course.
Wait, talk about that. That's crazy.
Do you know how many times I've had to like actually talk my child off of like the manosphere ledge? And like, I'm not saying he's dumb or anything,
bro.
like,
it's not even. It's just really what smart, you see but like, all of the time.
You have to, but right. It's like you like as a parent, you have to understand what your kids are being exposed to, and be like, hey, like I see why this might be enticing, but like. Nah,
I swear to God, it's like running counterintelligence all of the time, and you can't limit the exposure. If you say no Instagram, there's TikTok. If you say no TikTok, there's YouTube Shorts. If there's no YouTube Shorts, there's still regular Instagram. If there's not regular, Snap is something. You're gonna find it.
If you block everything, there's a chatty kid at their school that's just gonna be like, hey,
every time. There's a cousin.
Right. You can't stop your kids from being exposed to the world. Like they're going to get exposed one way.
You are. The best thing you can do is teach them how to critically think. Like that, we learn this with abstinence-only education. Like the best thing you can do is teach them how to critically think and like how to examine their own biases. What I say, like, we always get back to parenting, right?
Right. Because
we're all parents and we all have a teenager like literally the same age.
Right.
But the frustrating thing is like you can combat the exposure as much as you want and they're still going to find new ways and new biases. Like I think the best thing that you can do is teach your kid to like rigorously interrogate themselves and their thought processes and how they're feeling or what blind spots they may have to it. And I think that's what's kind of missing. Like I've never been one of those parents who've been like anytime my kid has conflict with somebody, it always goes to, oh, they're jealous of you. They're just jealous. They're just jealous. I was like, no, you're probably, you might be off-putting, or it might be a misunderstanding, or it might be something weird that's happened, but everybody's not jealous.
Sarah,
right.
I'll say.
But the thing is, like, not everybody's gonna like you. I tell my child that.
That's okay, yeah.
That's okay. That's life. Not everybody's gonna like you, and sometimes it's something you did, and sometimes it's nothing you did. Sometimes they just don't like you, and that's just life. Like people cannot like you. Just because of whatever they got going on, and you rub them the wrong way, and that's what it is.
Literally.
One thing I do want to say, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt it.
Speaking from the abyss, here's Chris.
Right.
I know.
He's like, let me get in here.
Cabin in the woods. Here's Chris yelling.
No, what I was gonna say is, and I'm just gonna say this out loud, is I've seen a lot of times where men will see their children say certain things like that, like certain things where it's like, oh, like I heard this from such and such, and they'll just laugh it off instead of using it as a teachable moment. I just objectively think women are better at that, and I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm pandering and whatever, like.
Oh, they're gonna say that regardless, Chris. You haven't called us a bitch or anything, so you're always pandering. Right?
Oh man! Oh my lord! No, but
you're totally a panderer, and it is
pander bear.
I'm the worst. I'm a horrible human being. But no, but my point is that like I think a lot of times men are more prone to kind of like laugh stuff like that off instead of like talk about their kid in the moment of it. And I'm not saying all men.
Yeah. Well, that in general, and before some guy comes screaming at me, in general, women have a higher emotional intelligence quotient. Like we just spend more time understanding each other's emotions and reasons why people behave the way that they do. And men are not really taught to do that.
I was about to say we have it because we're socialized to have it. Yeah, we have to work out conflict we have to work socially
together. Women are more likely to work together and have to work out conflict conflict between one another because that's how we have to function. And
we have to
navigate men, and we cannot navigate men physically. We have to be able to,
I can.
We're talking about,
but yeah.
We were talking about the TAP last week. It's like certain things come from survival.
Right. Yeah. So we learn to emotionally negotiate around men in very dangerous situations. So we're much aware and of how to communicate and work together. And so therefore, women are more likely to be like, okay, this conflict can be talked out, whether a lot of times men are just like, oh, I'm pissed off, let's just fight about it. And don't get me wrong, I feel like sometimes I wish I could just fight about certain things because some people don't understand anything other than physical violence. Like I sometimes wish that was an option, but it's not. So women generally,
I swear to God, I do.
Yeah, I
made it an option several times in my youth, but like it's not really like, it's not conducive to being like a grown woman with
and a parent. You gotta teach
and a parent.
You can't tell your kid like, oh, just smack them up beside the head. Although I will say that I might have advised my child to do something like that at some point, but that was a different situation.
I wish I could. Listen, my scrappiest one is 100 pounds. I was like, girl, you gonna get your head rocked.
The lesson to my child was always, if you hit someone, expect to get hit. And I just feel like that's like it's
learn how to duck.
It's like
I say that
if you're out here throwing hands, someone's gonna throw hands back, and
I mean, like
that is up to you.
Right.
I've said this before, but I say that physical violence is an effective form of communication. However, I would say that it is a favorite communication of intelligently weak people. So if you're always resorting to violence, you're probably not that smart. That's how I feel. However, violence is it's a very effective form of communication if necessary. Like that's how I don't.
Because listen, I said shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all. That's all I'm saying. It works, and I'm a proponent of that. Like I don't know what we're.
I would be lying to the both of you if I said that I have not said, hey, motherfucker, shut the fuck up. Punch the guy in the mouth. And ended all of the problems right there and then. And like, I can apologize too. Like, hey, man, like, it was my fault. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not
likely to do that. Men are more likely to resolve conflicts that way, and then they don't have.
Of course we are.
Yeah, boys will go and fight in a bathroom at school and not say shit about it and be cool like 2 hours later because they have the ability to do so. I would like to solve conflict by combat as well.
Let me tell you what happened less than 24 hours ago. I'm sitting with a experimental jazz flautist, right? And
we miss him.
My son comes in the room or comes in the house. He just walks in the door. He's like, "Yeah, what's up? What are you gonna do? What's going on, bro?" And he and I wrestled for like 45 minutes.
They do this all the time. It's actually wild.
Yeah, and like we're moving, and he's like, well, what if I choke you this way? And I'm like, well, like you gotta move this way, and we're just fighting. We're just fighting. Like it was we got things. How I can't explain it.
What happened when I came home last night? When I came home, I brought in some Mexican food. We had some nachos and tacos.
Right, like normal.
You know what? You know what me and my daughter did? We sat down at the table and we were eating our dinner and we had a whole discussion about that's what we did last night.
I made chicken stew and rice with roasted Brussels sprouts.
We
had a nice dinner.
Have you ever like squared up like in a playful way ever?
No. I don't have a boy. I know boys are quite different from girls. Like I know that boys they see the world differently. I've seen little boys out when my daughter was little, and I would observe little boys around her, and I was like, man, I don't know how you parents are doing it because little boys are a little different. They attack stuff, they break stuff, And girls, I just like my girl never did that. Like I don't even know how y'all.
That was never the deal yet.
I don't know. Like I feel like there's definitely some aggression that boys have that girls don't have, and I'm not saying that it's everybody because I'm sure there's some aggressive girls out there.
A girl aggression it comes out in a different way. I think it's socialized.
Oh, it does
like
because I remember
aggressive.
When my daughter was in preschool, Yes, I went to pick her up.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I think Sarah said something important because she was saying that the passive aggressive, because but not to because that's the only tool that you have. Like if you can't physically, like you have it goes back to survival, right? Like it's like, okay, like, well, how am I going to be aggressive in a situation? Like, I don't know.
Let me get to the story. So like toddlers will show aggression and more, and I think about my daughter when she was in preschool. I went to pick her up from preschool. The teachers were like, "Oh, we have to tell you what happened today," because y'all remember when kids in preschool, if something happens, they gotta talk to you when you pick up your kid. They were like, "There was an incident," like and you're like, "Oh, what was?" And they like, "She had a little bump on her lip. We put some ice on it, but we wanted to tell you what happened." And I'm like, "Well, what happened?" She's like, "Well, she was playing with a toy, and a little boy tried to take it from her, and they were fighting over it." And she snatched it, and the toy hit her in the face. So basically, what this woman told me is like, my child got in a fight at 3 or 4 years old, and she won the fight. She injured herself in the fight, but the aggression is there. I think that girls do have that aggression, but only when it's like somebody's bothering them.
I think they have aggression in general, and I think that, and this isn't like, and I'm not negating that, like this is an adorable incident, and it happens all the time.
Yeah,
but I think the aggression is real in general. I mean, you have a girl culture, and if we're honest about it, hyper competitive, taught to compete for the attention of men, for opportunity. The idea, it's the same as in the Black community. We're taught like that there's a scarcity of opportunity, so everybody has to fight against each other all the time. It's the same with girl culture, and I think the difference is they're not, as a girl, you learn soft power before you learn outward aggression. So soft power, and that often leads into being a little bit more deceptive, being a little bit, finding other ways to get what you need to get done. It's the same, and people demonize those traits. They call it dark psychology and all that, but it is survival.
It's what we do. Thing. Like that's you're saying
it's rumor. Yeah, no, I agree with you. It's rumor. It's it's the power of influence. It's the power. It's learning how to win friends and influence people. Like all of that. That honestly should have been written by a 12-year-old girl, because they honestly, if you see how their social groups function, it's not always the healthiest dynamic. Even in the best of children, even in the sweetest of girls who you would never expect, their social dynamics are incredibly rich. So even when they're cooperating, especially outwardly, because they can still come together and get things done, you learn hierarchy in those social groups. It's actually super fascinating to watch female social groups, whereas men are outwardly one-upping each other. Women find subtle ways to do it. It's who can be the skinniest. It's who can be, the sexiest, who can be the most prim and proper, who can be, it's always something. But the aggression is always there. The aggression is there as an undercurrent, regardless of all of that. It's just not allowed to be outwardly expressed in a physical way.
Right. I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. Kids are interesting. I'm watching. I say this because I have an 18-year-old and a 13-year-old girl, and I'm watching them go through. I'm like, this is like Lord of the Flies.
It is, and it's weird. But when I was speaking of aggression, I'm talking about physical, and I agree with you. There's a different type of aggression. I've never had a physically aggressive girl. Like my child's never been physically aggressive towards other kids, unless it's just provoked. And then it's a whole. All bets are off. Like she turns into.
It's just really interesting. Just the difference between men and women, just in general. Like it's just very fascinating to me because, like, when I tell you that I don't feel when I say that there was aggression between my son and I last night when we were wrestling around, it was something that we both wanted. It was something that felt healthy and good, and like it was like a teachable moment and a thing. But I can absolutely understand how it seems insane that like
I actually think it is healthy for kids, not just boys, to physically fight. Like I honestly when I think about like how they've shut down like no fighting, no nothing in school, and I feel like that has stifled some of the younger generations, because sometimes you just gotta get it out. Like whatever it is, you gotta get it out. Whatever that aggression is, I think it's healthy for kids to get it out in competition or in a fight, or something needs to happen physically for them to mentally develop, because I think like right now you have all these people who are very aggressive online, for example.
I have a hot take. Can I say my hot take?
Go ahead.
Death threats and all but
they like super aggressive.
No. Well, Chris, let me get my hot take out real quick.
All right, okay, I'm sorry.
I think we overcorrected with the anti-bullying stuff. And I think we overcorrected. I think we overcorrected on it because it made it so that it was it made it so that it was a black and white thing, and that children are now there's only a bully and only those being bullied, and the children don't recognize that we're all in cycles of having harm done to us and being the one who does harm. So it creates a situation in which someone is always the victim, and that person never has to rigorously interrogate. Like there's the show what was it 30 Rock with Tina Fey and Liz Lemon. I watched That Weird Girl on she's on Instagram and TikTok. She made an analysis of it, telling us about how like Liz Lemon, the whole like for 5 seasons, it shows how Liz Lemon was a loser in high school, and everybody was so and she was always so put upon, and now she's like a big shot. So she goes back to her like 20-year high school reunion, and when you get there, you realize, oh, actually, she was a condescending, bitch most of the time. And people actually needed therapy after dealing with her. The whole time she felt like she was the, the put upon party, a Liz Lemon loser. So That Weird Girl, that's her name, that's her screen name, coined that term, Liz Lemon loser. And I feel like that's what we created a generation of, a bunch of Liz Lemon losers, people who think that they were the aggrieved party, like they're always the victim, they're all they never have any agency, something is always happening to them, and they never actually take accountability for the bullshit that they went through. Like I've had negative experiences with people, but I'm also like, I'm aggressive and weird sometimes, and I'm rude sometimes, and I'm having a bad day.
People have said crazy stuff to me my whole life. Before the internet, before that. But let me tell you, I say crazy stuff back. I know
all the time.
All the time. I know I have hurt people's feelings because
I insult dead mamas and all that. Like I said some wild shit.
I was a kid.
For every story where
hold on. I was a kid. Hold on, Chris. Hold on.
I'm sorry. No. I was stopping. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was a kid, and people say crazy things to me, but apparently, I would say some crazy things back that when I was an adult, they came to me and told me something I said that I didn't even remember. I don't even remember this. I like, and they would be like, "Yeah, that hurt my feelings so bad," and I was like. Wait,
I hope you still think about it.
You know what? I would laugh and be like, "Yo, that does sound like something I said."
Right. like the time I was a child, I knew I wanted you motherfuckers to watch how you talk to me, baby. I didn't,
like, don't get me wrong. People said really foul things to me. People still say really foul things to me to this day.
But you're about to get it right back. Like to this day, you will always get it right back.
In my life, I might not. I don't even care. But I think the fact that we've gotten rid of bullying to the point where people can't even like. When I remember when they were like, "Well, online bullying is a thing," and I'm like, "How?" Like the Gen X in me is like, "How?"
log
how
off.
can you bully me on the internet? Like you ain't even in front of me. Like
I don't even gotta get on this shit no more. Fuck it. I'm just gonna log off.
I don't understand. I don't understand. And I still don't understand. Like I get people can say mean things, But
no, so it's overwhelming, and the thing is, like, everybody's so addicted to social media. They're so addicted to that dopamine hit. It's almost reflexive that they grab that phone and log into whatever app is going to give them that little hit. So that's, but I'm like, why would you even read it? I wouldn't read that shit. Listen,
I read stuff and I'm like, damn, they really mad. They doesn't hurt my feelings. It's like.
I think it's a difference. Let me say this: like sometimes, we all have internet stalkers. I'm not going to talk about it again. We all have internet stalkers. People have sent me like crazy little things and stuff like that, especially over the years. It happens. I'm simply going to block that person and go on with my life. Like I'm not going to respond back to it all. I might say something crazy. I might say something real devastating. I might say something crazy.
And like I said, I have said things in my youth that have harmed people so long. They held onto it for decades.
Yeah.
To only tell me decades later that really hurt my feelings. And I'm like, and my response is to be like, wow, that's crazy. I probably did say that.
Crazy.
That sounds like
yeah.
There was one thing that I wanted to say just in regards to like the whole bullying thing and just Sarah's hot take, right? Like again, everyone is the protagonist of their own story, right? So have I get to tell you 4 or 5 stories about a kid that was like bullying me in school, and I stood up to him, because every single time that happened in my life, I really felt like I just like to fight. And I'm not saying it's a good thing or a bad thing, but like if somebody, it's like if you have a problem with me, like let's square up. Like let's just do it. Like I don't give a fuck. Like I'm just gonna fight you, and we'll just
just figure it out all the details later. But first we go.
But first learn that you can't beat me out. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I would be a fucking liar and a hypocrite if I said that there weren't kids that in the moment I thought were weird and I kind of bullied and like I wasn't nice to. That happened. That happened.
It's human nature.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
But I'm judging. Like
But
I always thought people were fucking stupid. Like every time somebody says something stupid, I just lost like a little bit more respect for you. Or if you it's terrible. Even as a kid, like if you talk like a lot of shit, and then when it was your turn to read in class, and you oh boy, oh that boy, I was gonna roast you for that.
Okay, like you said,
I made sure that kids that did shit like that felt a sense of superiority. Like I was sitting up and I was like,
I was looking down on you.
I'm looking at you from over here. Like, what are you like?
I know that we're like, we gotta accept people as they are, blah blah blah. But I have to say that being made fun of, being like challenged to like read aloud in class, and kids, that little fear of being made fun of made us better. Like it made like you didn't want to be the dumb kid in class. You didn't want to be the kid that couldn't read.
Yeah,
but I think it's also this
kid that got called to the board and couldn't answer the problem. Like you studied because you didn't want to be that kid. I
think it's a double-edged sword in the sense that I remember the kids who were afraid of that were, at least in my experience, and again, all of this is anecdotal on my part, but like those were the kids that were going to like make fun of other people were the kids who might be nervous that they're going to stumble.
That's exactly what it was. Because hurt people. Like, you're trying to mitigate the embarrassment that you might feel from not measuring up academically or like developmentally by harassing somebody else about the fact that they're not wearing Jordans, or that their hair isn't combed properly, or they have spinach in their teeth. Whatever the hell it was. People do that all the time.
I was the natural girl when natural wasn't in.
Yeah, man. That's a rough road. That was a rough road. The
80s, like, and I get that people are like, oh, but then curlies. My hair texture has changed. My hair was Afro hair, and it was not, like what was in those times. And I was natural, and
the products were different too. Shit, the products weren't as good. We have way better products now.
Right. And the amount of teasing and making fun of that I got for being natural. Oh, you need to press your hair. You need a perm. You need this. Like the amount of, like just bullying in general that I got during that era. Now, for me, I feel very vindicated because natural became a thing. And I was like, yeah, I've been here my whole life. So welcome. Thanks for join us. Like that was definitely me when it started to shift. I'm like, oh, you want to be natural now. Like it was definitely it was definitely a vindicating
smug natural, the smug OG natural. You
had
to
smug. I understand. So smug. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie. Like the whole natural movement.
I would have been smug too. I understand.
I was right. So like, smug about it. I was like, welcome, been here. Never was on that side.
Never got on the other side. Never did that.
Never. I was always here. I've always been here the whole time, been knowing how to do that. Oh yeah, you want to do a wash and go? That's cute. I just used to wear my hair. I didn't even call it a wash and go.
Yeah, didn't even have a name. Didn't even have a name.
Yes. So yeah, I will admit I was super smug, and I think that's pretty much like for me when I think about bullying and I think about like the challenges of it, I think. Like you said, it's an overcorrection. Like you did too much. There is some gray in there. And I think sometimes when kids are challenged or bullied or made fun of, it makes them like for me, when I was being made fun of my hair, I doubled down on liking my natural hair. Like I, instead of,
the doubling. Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Like going to get my hair relaxed, I was like, nah, F y'all. I'm a rocket. I remember when I was a teenager and my family would, we would gather at funerals. I was the only natural girl in my entire family. And I would be extra black. I would wear braids. I had bandeau knots in one of the pictures. And I was like,
knots.
Yeah, I wore bandeau knots to a funeral. And my black family was like, oh, you see her hair?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was such a thing. It was such an act of rebellion. So
I talk about that next. In a couple of weeks we're gonna have a big conversation about that one.
But like for me, I think sometimes the bullying makes you double down on who you are, and then when you get older, your confidence goes up because you're like, I've been through all of that. Y'all can't touch me. Like,
I think it also causes some introspection sometimes. And I think that's an important piece of it too. You can double down on the things that are, true. It helps you develop that strength of your conviction right there, right? It helps you develop your will. But I think it also causes introspection. And I think that's really what's missing. I don't think people see themselves a lot of the times. I know I didn't at that age all of the time, not in every aspect of what it was. And sometimes the things people pointed out, I was like, oh, okay. Well, there was a better way I could have said that. There was a better, where I wasn't actually right in this situation. I should have shut my dumb ass up on that one. Like there's things, and I think because like we're in an age where everybody does like pop psychology instead of like real therapy, right? Everybody's constantly validated in their feelings. Everybody's always like, feels validated and vindicated in their own feelings.
That was bars
like,
right there.
Like as soon as listen.
It's true. Everybody always has
friends because oh my god.
Everybody always
psychology instead of therapy. She dropped it.
It just keep moving because it's true. And I'm not saying that it's like a fun thing. It's like people saying, people are constantly diagnosing themselves and diagnosing their family members. They haven't even made it through one college level course, and even that wouldn't even be close to what they needed, to really be able to do that. And you shouldn't do that if they're too close to you anyway. But I'm saying, that being said, I think people are using these terms and they're making these connections that aren't really there instead of like being introspective. Like they're able to see everybody else. Oh, well, this behavior was histrionic, or this behavior was narcissistic, or this behavior was this, instead of just like really looking at it like, okay, well, I said that and this happened. Okay, and well, I could see how they would perceive it like that. It's a lot of just people constantly needing to be, the victim that's triumphing over something rather than a person in reality. In full humility, trying to connect with another person, which is like, the whole point of this human experience, right? We're all just trying to connect with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on that note,
we're over time. Sorry, guys.
So go ahead, Sarah, where can they find you where you don't want them to find you?
Don't But you can catch me on Saturdays, most Saturdays, live with Kai and Chris. We have a podcast, Things You Don't See Every Day, with Chris Taliaferro and Sara Tonin. You can check on that wherever you listen to your podcast. And if you see me on social media, no, you didn't.
All right, Chris. I'm gonna put your little ad up there.
Yes.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
It's gonna be a set that it's about 10 minutes. It's a 10-minute set. I'm gonna have this recorded. Hopefully, I'll be live streaming it on my page. Things You Don't See Every Day with Chris Taliaferro and Sara Tonin. Brooklyn, New York. Doors open at 6 p.m. I'm going to be just telling 10 minutes of jokes and nonsense and whatever. It's going to be a good time. I am very much looking forward to it. I hope that any and all human beings who are hearing this right now at least are interested a little bit. So if I bomb, I bomb. Like, wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't it be great if I bombed?
Listen,
the fuck no.
No, I mean, like, okay, but I'm saying, like,
it would be great for your haters.
It would be. But we're gonna find out tomorrow. Just go up there and do your thing, man. Just do your thing. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. You get on the stage and you do your thing, okay? And either the people are gonna laugh or they're not. That's all you got, okay?
That's all it is.
And if you laugh, and if they don't laugh, tell them that they ugly and musty anyway. Don't do like the comedian thing. Give it up for the ladies. Don't the ladies look good? Bully the audience. Don't do the comedian thing. Like, give it up for the ladies. The ladies look so good in here tonight.
Start making fun of the audience. If you see somebody and they look freaking weird, be like, "Hey, look at this weird guy," and everyone will laugh. Man,
you are strange looking.
That's all you gotta do. That's it. That's all you gotta do.
It's Brooklyn. There's gonna be some weird people there anyway. Like, it's been gentrified. It's gonna be some motherfucking mustache. It's gonna be
a white guy with
like a little fucking hat. Yeah, like, it's gonna get weird.
I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I'm not gonna bomb. Spoiler alert. It's not a prediction. It's a spoiler. I got them here already. I'm good to go.
He's ready.
All right, give your socials too as well.
At Things You Don't See podcast on TikTok, Things You Don't See Every Day with Chris Taliaferro and Sara Tonin on Facebook. I still haven't gotten the YouTube channel together yet. Sara, I'm actually editing.
Don't start with me.
I'm editing together the clips that I found of
the lost episodes.
We have lost episodes, but
the lost tapes.
But on
good.
What is it?
Anchor.
Well, no, it's not Anchor anymore because it's all Spotify.
Oh yeah. Oh that yeah.
Right.
Whatever. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. It doesn't matter.
Whatever that thing is.
I'm rambling. Don't let me ramble. I'm sorry.
All right. So
that's all. People can find me.
Y'all hit the subscribe button, please. Hit the subscribe. I might surprise you guys again another week with a special guest. I just spontaneously invited Robert, and I realized I know people, so maybe I should just be like, "Hey, you want to hop on?"
Yes.
Yeah, have a guest.
I really liked Robert as a guest. I wish he was here longer.
He said he texted. He said he wants to come back. So anytime we have some
sports related stuff,
we should just go ahead and be like, "Hey, we about to talk about this," and he might hop on. And
I like differing opinions and different, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. And
we'll see if he gets his abs next time. We'll see if he gets his abs by next time he comes back.
I'm sure if he gets his abs,
Robert's
we're going to see them. We're going to see them.
If he gets his abs, come out sexy with like his V showing, like a D'Angelo video.
He's going to do a body roll.
No, it's gonna be like, how does it feel? Like the Untitled.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
Of course.
He has a Batman tattue on his chest.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, so my socials.
Please don't rub your nipples, please.
My socials. I need that bell. I gotta buy the bell. I gotta get the damn bell.
Beep beep, Richie. Beep beep.
I have to. So my socials: Kai Nicole on Facebook, Twitter, and Blue Sky. I'm Kai Fly Mommy on Instagram and Threads. Follow me there, y'all. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, and if you see the post,
Right on the Batman.
My daughter's YouTube channel. Y'all
her daughter's
YouTube channel. Make sure y'all subscribe to that. And
she's so talented, so cool.
She's super talented.
Calm and collected. Like she was not even. I was jizzing.
Like she's been here before,
and she was just like, "Remember to subscribe."
Yeah, I'm not, because you know what? I'm gonna get the bell. Like, you think I'm joking? One day you're gonna do something, and it's gonna go ding, and you're gonna be like, "What the frick is that?"
We're gonna Pavlov. We're Pavloving them.
Yeah, we're Pavloving you. We're going to train you to not do those things. That's what we're
He's
going
out
to
of
do.
control.
And you're out of control, Chris. You're out of control, and we're not going to do this with you. So it's going to happen. One day you're going to be like, "Oh shit, there's a bell. She really got the bell. It's coming. It's coming."
I'm not in a position to argue. I'm really not. Like I'm not.
No, you're not. It's going to just be like so jarring. That ding is going to be like.
Yeah. Oh, sorry about that. Yes. So the price of tea.
Listen, I have brought this upon myself, and
you have.
Sometimes you have to admit that you have a problem, and it's like, hey, like maybe you're a little insane. So
no, I'm dropping off some Vyvanse at your house later. Don't worry. Little Eddie, we're gonna get you on track, friend.
Yeah, we're gonna get off of this stream. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the button. Thank you guys for watching.
Bye, guys.
We'll see you maybe next week.